it's gonna be a rematch. Alright, but the last game was really exciting, so I'm not complaining. Means that people that don't have the update can't play in multiplayer anymore. Well, they should get the update, I guess. Like, are there people who don't get the update? Maybe not automatically, but most apps do it automatically at some point, or you just have to go to the App Store or Play Store and update. And Steam does it automatically, I think. Alright, what do we got? Gutenberg, Shakespeare, Napoleon, Pierre, Mandela again. My boy Mandela from last time was amazing. Suez, Cook, oh, could be colonies. Isabella. Maybe we can get... he doesn't give us Sun Tzu on 1 here. Here's Isabella. How about... Roads? But you have to increase pop. Storm roads. Build 2 stages. Next turn we can maybe go for Moses or for Isabella. Isabella inhabited already in hand. Oh, some progress from China. Okay, that I can see. I don't know if the Chinese community can just get the new version of the app. For them it might be a little bit more tricky. Which in general is like super interesting to me that there is a big Chinese community, but they maybe don't... Oh no! He takes Isabella. I hate him now. Well, looks like we have a good Moses game on our hands. He's gonna do a lot. He's gonna save a lot of food, that is. Are you ready for 10 bronze mines? And with this start, you kind of have to. Man, you shouldn't force to do something again. It was a lot of fun the last game. I don't want to force it again, but this year it kind of screams for redoing it. Like now, it's just the good thing to do, to build 2 mines. I guess I also would like Himeji, but... And then Gutenberg later with alchemy, yeah. Or printing presses. Could also not take the swordsman, just increase pop again. But you know what? Let's do this. We're gonna have some big corruption issues. I mean, you can already see it. Maybe I should have popped, so just so that we don't produce 2 food. I have 1 full turn where it can just pop, and nothing else. So maybe next turn I can do that, plus Gutenberg, maybe build philosophy. Or build an alchemy. Seeing this my entire turn. What else do I do? Somehow get out of corruption, I guess. We could go for Gutenberg, pop like twice. Pop again and build Gloria. Kinda sucks to go for... to not go for printing presses when there's Shakespeare, but he put printing press on 2, so that's good from him. And there's another copy. Maybe we can get the next copy too with Gutenberg. But this is a good way to spend a lot of rocks next turn, which is what we want. There's still printing brilliant circuses. I could go for rebellion, but it doesn't make a lot of sense. And then I don't think I wanna push. I don't wanna show the tactic either. Not yet. I want to draw at least one card. I mean, it doesn't do much, so we can play it next turn. Trade, which I don't want more stuff. I already have enough stuff. But yeah, next time we can build an extra alchemy. We can't actually. Goodneck is too slow for this playstyle. I thought he would be good because we have extra civil actions, but he's just too slow to really work in this working environment. Guess we could still do it. Like develop with Gutenberg and then build one, then we can upgrade the next one next turn, then maybe still grab the other printing press. Having Gutenberg doesn't mean you have to use them every turn or you can't do anything else. Okay, also goes for alchemies. He has a lot of techs in hand once again. That's always something that he does. So build one and pop, I get out of corruption. The next turn I can upgrade the other. Go for monarchy, maybe even do the revolution thing next turn. And an iron. Iron can still be good. Hey again, Lemmings, nice to see ya. Once again. Hopefully this time we will be staying a little bit longer. How did the first game go? Pretty well. I mean, it was close in the end, but we did get him, and it was very interesting. Had a very big Mandela. We had Mandela with 8 extra culture production, so the full yellow bank with Mandela. That was nice. +8 Mandela is decent. I don't know about that wording. Felt a little bit better than decent. So go did a +9 Mandela. How do you do a +9 Mandela? Like it's then he lost. Oh, we did have the +10 Mandela, if you mean that. We did have the full yellow bank +2 from him, so technically, if that is how you get to +9, we did have the +10 Mandela. Yes, I guess that is the correct term to call it, +10 Mandela. So this would give us... I hate that you can't do this. Okay, even build one. Yeah, that's even better. I mean, Lemmings is here, he likes science, I've heard, so let's go for all the labs. Could also just upgrade one here. And build another warrior. I don't see why. Okay, I guess he probably has a colony in there, maybe not, but we have a good chance to win it. Okay, maybe even better now. Okay, okay. Super early war over territory. I understood why some players hate Mandela. Well, because in some use cases he just can't be used. It's my explanation. I mean, I don't think hating any leader is a good approach to the game, because every leader has their moment to shine, so you shouldn't be against a leader. But Mandela can't be used that freely. Oh, he gives us bread and circus, that's nice, he shows a tactic. What do you guys think about a super early war with territory? Okay, without Nobel showing, what's the even better reason to do it? Ah, it's too early. It is not that good. No, 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 no. So much stuff. Way too much stuff. I want the bread and circus. I want to upgrade this. I want bread and circus. I need one more food. Okay, so I guess then I take the food here. I guess the next population isn't free anyway, but... It's okay, it's not great or anything. Nobel coming down to 1 is a small issue. I could leave the breakthrough. I mean, it's an H1 breakthrough. We both have science production. He has a breakthrough in hand. Just take the engineering genius. I need more rocks. Yeah, okay. I convinced myself. Oh, sadly, we can't keep a lot of these. I didn't consider that when I pushed this strategic. But I want to keep the war. If we get an early strategy or something, this could be very good. All leaders are equal, but some of them are more equal than others, yeah. You can see it that way in different kind of perspectives, I think. Like some leaders have high potential but low applicability, like not a lot of situations where they're such good leaders. Others are just always awesome. Even went for photography. Okay, I think I probably shouldn't have pushed the colony. But there is strategy. So I think... if you do this, we also have to go for Napoleon. That's one thing. I want to get this war going. Force him to invest a lot, maybe into knights. I mean, he can go Napoleon, show a new tactic, go for 2 knights. That would be a disaster. That would be a disaster. Let's risk something. I don't know if this is a good call or not. This is a good draw. Knights a new tactic, spotting strength with Napoleon. Okay, then it's not a disaster, sure. It is the worst outcome for this war, probably. But yeah, maybe a disaster was a little bit too much. It's 15. We're still not a disaster, but bad. I mean, I could try to do the math myself, but if you do it, I don't have to. But yeah, 2 knights, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, this is a Not as a disaster either, but not ideal. But at least that makes it impossible for him to have 2 knights. And if I just send a warrior, I stay at the same strength, so that's actually a good bit. I guess I could even go to... I wanna... Okay, 6+ from him. Okay. Let's run rock short of fortifications. Yeah, true. We had gotten fortifications plus Napoleon. I don't know if he could have done all of that. Play reserves, grab the cannon, play cannon, grab Napoleon. Actually, he could have done it. But not the rocks. Luckily, he had to spend that 1 rock from the thing. And he would have had to have fortifications. And how much would fortifications have been? 6, 11, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19? Yeah. I mean, we would have lost 1 yellow cube. Still not complete disaster, but yeah, would have looked pretty bad. Okay, you will still go for the knight and cannon. Okay, just the cannon to have it. No new tactic? No new tactic. But we forced him into Napoleon. It's about science gone. So I could grab frugality, then next time we get 2 population. That would be great. We would float 1 civil action, but I think I like that for an extra population with frugality. And I need the cannon. Yeah. You come to the swordsman to raid those villages and they suddenly have those crazy machines of hell that blow away your army. True, true. Luckily it didn't happen like that, they just got this new type of animal to sit on, which is weird. But yeah, they luckily didn't research those hell machines yet. Okay, the next colony I could actually win. But maybe he hasn't put in a colony, but that's also weird. Okay, still weaker than us. And Roses of Time is actually could be very bad for him, losing the happy faces. I think I want selective breeding, yes, so I really hope there's no rats. Rats would really suck, but he has food too. Could just go for selective breeding. Upgrade, option upgrade. Develop our pop ones. But I still prefer justice system over code of laws if justice system cost 8 science. That's an interesting question. So if justice system at the moment is definitely better because it's just 1 more science. So you definitely want to spend 1 more science for 3 blue cubes. Okay, there's a colony. I think that would actually make it close. 2 science for 3 blue cubes. It would really depend, but in general, I think then it's so tough to say. It's definitely not a no-brainer then, like it is at the moment. By the way, we have 22 science. At that time, you might have more science, but yeah, that is that is definitely true. Like, I still wouldn't say, like at the moment, I maybe would even say that Code of Laws is a better or more important card than Justice System, just because it's from H1. It's unfair to, or in a way, it's unfair to say a card is better because because it's later. I mean, that often is the case. Navigation is better than cartography, but cartography might still be a more important card. But I think what we are getting at here with Justice System versus Code of Laws, if both are on the deck, so they come at an equal time, so end of H1 or beginning of H2, then at the moment you would pick the Justice System. But if it's early, the Code of Laws can still be the better card. Or probably is the better card. Okay, 31 science, this is crazy. This is crazy. I guess I could go for Cavalryman. I could also build a new Swordsman. I'm gonna go for Cavalryman. Would have also been nice to go for Architecture. But we don't have too many civil actions, that is a small problem. Science. Yeah, if only there's Steve Jobs. You could just save the science for Steve Jobs. 3 Alchemy is this fraud. This game is actually pre-recorded, and my faces and my commentary is later put on, so someone else is playing, and I'm just acting. But hey, guy, nice to see you. I had to do it, sadly, because Lemmings was here. Lemmings likes science. Ooh, emigration might hit him. Cold War, 35 sign. What do I do with that? I am never in this position. I don't know how to handle this. Just take yellow cards. Don't spend any science, keep that for later. Go for a billion techs with Steve Jobs and the Nobel Prize. Oh, you like a lot of things. Science, CAs, rocks, food, MAs, yellow cubes, blue cubes, military, and culture. Did you miss something? You don't like colonies? You heard it here first, guys. Lemmings doesn't like colonies. And tactics. If you can win without tactics, lucky you, but Collins give you those things? Okay. Okay, so he will be losing this Hanging Gardens. Which puts him at a bad spot right now. It was nice. You hate tactics because your opponent draw those tactics. You had to disband something, yeah. Nicely timed by us. That's maybe too much. We don't need more science, that's the thing. Okay, we make him pay. 50 science after this turn. Can we end the game with 100 science? Don't know if I've ever seen 100 science, at least not in a real game. And we probably wouldn't be ending it there either. Seven food next turn. If we use this, we have 10 food, so we get 2 pop. So we can do it. First Air Force and then maybe build a cab. So really put pressure on him. Doing this. And we have 2 aggressions. If he doesn't build military, we can occupy him, get more science. Seems important. A bit of science too. So the leader we're looking for is either Pierre or Steve Jobs. Churchill, of course, very versatile, can always work. But besides that... everybody's favorite tactic? Conquistadors, yeah, he must be fuming because I got the horse tactic. Yeah, democracy and civil service would be very nice. Oh, he has a new tactic, okay. He could defend, or we could push. He just needs 1 defend card from H2. He has that probably. Let's push the science. Hard to see how we lose that. Fundy. Could go for Fundy here. Could go for Wonder. Could go for both. Go for movies. Movies and Fleming, huh? Civil elections are still the issue. He's actually at 9 production, so we have to see where we get our culture from. And Mandela were great last game, but this game doesn't really seem like the best opportunity. Yeah, Mandela's decent, but is decent enough? Pierre would be amazing, and Steve Jobs would maybe even be better. To go all military, spend most of our science. Military build-up is annoying, yeah. Thing is, we also don't have a war yet, so it's not bad to go for something like movies. Yes, can we keep up with that? Do that. To disband warrior to movies. And take Fleming. Is Fleming that good right now? And the thing is, if I don't take leader now, I mean, there's still 3 good leaders left. Activating the Nobel Prize would be good. Yeah, he can't partake in that all that much. Could go for Mandela. And then this is not good. Get the first Nobel Prize, but there's emigration, so the population would be gone again. I think Mandela would be here now, and we get the Nobel Prize. Maybe we don't push next. It's a 50-50 for emigration. The thing is, this is also not where we want to put our population on an extra brand circus. I guess this is also important to get the culture, maybe next time pro sports. We can get rockets just so we have some text to develop. I bet you guys the next card that shows is Pierre. Pierre and Steve Jobs. Ray could still be useful. Yeah, I'm also really unsure what to do this turn. This turn was a doozy. Water culture is interesting. Now we have that. There's the democracy. There's civil service. Is it gonna deny anything from that? Okay, emigration comes. We don't lose anything. That's good. Yeah, two very wonderful cards. He's at 9 culture production, we had 5. And we're behind. I mean, it's not behind that much. We have the strength lead, we have that science lead. Actually, science production isn't that good anymore. There's input of science. Okay. Okay, is this defensive mode from him or aggressive mode? I mean, he skipped the military theory. Architecture should be good for if we go for pro sports. It's actually really good because of Mandela, and we could use the wave and disable him from getting the military build-up. It's actually really interesting. But I don't have that many rocks. I guess I have wave. I could do this or this. Or make him pay a lot. Like if he has to send an army, then that's fine. That would be 5, 10, 16, 17, 18. I could. Exactly 15, really? Okay. 18 is a bit much, yeah, that's why I went for 15. Maybe I should have done 14, but okay. Military theory, well, we have strategy. First of all, hey, attacks. We have strategy and he won't be able to take military theory, so I think it's not gonna matter too much. Will I take another tech like computers? 4th brand circus with Air Force. So we always do this. I guess I could also go for pro sports. I maybe don't want to develop anything at all because of the Nobel Prize. Computers definitely seem good. I mean, we can't defend. That's why I want to go for an Air Force. Yeah. I still think it's good. We waste 1 technology, so we could also go for a cheaper one in the pro sports. the 2 horses. And then we're stronger again, also not bad. Thing is, I would have hoped for better colony tactic, but I guess we can just go for mobile artillery. We have the patriotism, we can copy that. I should put this high science game on YouTube. Yeah, probably. Both games have been quite interesting by this Kleverman here. I like this because you don't have to research anything. You saw the 8 Mines game? Yeah, that was a good one. That already went on YouTube and people were amazed, to say the least. Or at least a lot of them watched it. Don't get stronger. Oh, yes, you're right. He has build up. I forgot. Oh, yeah. Yeah, nice tactic, definitely. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have built an extra cavalryman. But what else? Yeah, but I still think we're looking good now. We have caught up to him in culture. We get more and more culture from the Nobel-Prizes. We once again go with Mandela. Once again, 10 civil actions. And once again, he's giving a lot of culture. Okay, 8 and 10, not too much changes. And this time around, up to this point, it's only a +6 Mandela, but we can make him +8. Not as good as last game where it was +10 for Mandela, but yeah. No war from him means probably no war at all this game. Yeah, the last turn was really good. I kind of skipped over it a little bit, but going for democracy and civil service in one turn like changed the game situation so much because we went from 5 or 6 civil actions to 10. So that felt pretty good. He's going for computers. No, I don't like that. Because we have inflow of science in there. Engineering would be perfect, and it shows. Enough movement. Yeah, kind of don't want to move at all. I guess I can take a swordsman to Red and Circus. Or to Alchemy. Red and Circus maybe. So another Nobel Prize. Take back the Nobel of Science. It's good for architecture too here. Next turn we can go pro sports and another tech. We grab the urban growth. This 15 science is pretty good, yeah. And this last turn of the game, he will just finish the Manhattan Project. That will be about it. Yeah, I did get a Nobel Prize every single turn. As we said, we had 50 science in H2, so made it pretty easy to score a lot of Nobel Prizes. And after we also got the civil actions for it. Yeah, we talked about it before a little bit, Mandela, but he is a really good designed card. He's like this leader that isn't always insane, but there's like a downside and an upside, a huge upside if it works correctly. In some games, first it looks not that good. When we said, okay, he's not that good, he gave us 3 extra culture and a civil action, which is not bad, by the way. Variety, but now all of a sudden he's giving 7 culture and a civil action. And they're the best leader for Canada, according to TTA, because they have the most land. Yeah, if Yellow Bank is the land that you have. So a super close game again up to this point. He will get a wonder and we won't. But we have a lot of good impacts. He pushed, we got... did he push? Oh yeah, variety. That was also good for us. That variety was the one to come out. We won't be pushing again, we can't. Sugoi lives in a vase too. True, yeah. I could probably call it inhabited. It's probably just a vase too. Very interesting to think about. I mean, what would be the USA? I mean, maybe strategic territory. It's also wealthy. I mean, the USA is a lot. You could always put these for a lot of them. I guess America is the ultimate autonomous territory. Egypt is strategic too. Canada waiting for its TTA leader. That's a problem in the colonies, right? I mean, we maybe could have gotten a North American H1 leader. I mean, we got nothing. No, we don't have a leader, right? They put in Machu Picchu, but there's no Moctezuma or someone like that. No Indian or Native American leader. Yeah, leader-wise, we don't have North America besides. Yeah, a couple in. Is Fleming? No, Fleming isn't, right? Steve Jobs, of course. Einstein, if you want. But now let's focus back on this game. And if he plays, so he gets 10 culture from the Manhattan Project. Not too much else is going to be happening on his turn. He has the endowment, which is not online. Now he gets jobs for 4 culture, but no Nobel-Prize. Gates, true, Gates. Can't forget about Gates. You got pretty strong here, but that was foreseeable. So we actually have enough science for another Nobel Prize. Why don't we get a double Nobel Prize here? And why don't we have impact of technology when we need it? So science and architecture, so these... Science doesn't change. Could go for multimedia. But yeah, selection wise, I mean, we don't need all of these texts. He didn't. This costs us 1 culture, so I could also just. And there's harmony. There's harmony. So I could also just go movies here. So harmony wise, I want to destroy 1 mine to build a military. I could increase pop. Build the movies. Upgrade this, upgrade this, upgrade this. So here we lose 2 culture because we don't upgrade the last one. Then we can't build military. I think actually we don't want the movies. This and this. Yeah, this is very good for harmony. Then I think we should have him. Upgrade warrior. It won't matter. Science 10-0 for us. Then we got architecture 14-21. So he's also not bad, but we overtake him. Happiness 16-16. That was his one, and then our last one was harmony 20-16. So once again, relatively close. Well done, Kleverman. Quite often he's not the strongest of players, but here we had 2 games versus him where he did pretty well. Where it got really close. In this game it got close in the end, I think, because we didn't get a wonder, but yeah, in parts it didn't even look all that great. So yeah, very, very good game. Well played, Kleverman. But nonetheless, we get the win. So let's take those imaginary puntos, because we don't get them yet. It's just in our minds. They're not real puntos like the other ones. But we are finishing match number 4 and still sitting on 100% win rate. This is gonna be it for today. Thanks very much for watching today, guys. Hope you have a nice weekend. I don't know if I will be streaming tomorrow, maybe, but you can definitely see me on Monday when I'm gonna be playing in the King of the Hill tournament from Sugoi. So definitely make sure to follow Captain Sugoi. He's in the chat at the moment. Just click on his name and follow his channel. Yeah, and until then, maybe see you tomorrow, but probably not. So hopefully see you guys on Monday. Oh, there's even a link. Great, great, great. All information you can be found on kingofthehill.netlify.app. Alright, have a good one, guys, and see you next time.